Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to jump on today. I have so much fun to share with you guys. And I thought just because it takes Facebook a few minutes to begin to show you, right? What we're going to do or notify you that somebody's going live. What I thought I'd do is give those that jump on right away a quick sneak peek of what's to come next month. Now we did this on our attempt at a live yesterday in the room, but I know that not everybody got on that wanted to be, so I thought I would just give you a quick sneak peek of my workshop and a couple cards. So this is, and I've got my camera moved down closer to the table, so I know you're not going to be able to see 2 pages at a time, so I'll just show you one side and then the other, but this is the Eat, Play, Love workshop. And if you've perused with me before, you know that I like to amp it up a little bit. So a little extra shimmer trim. They've got these beautiful dimensional die cuts that are kind of different for Close to My Heart. We don't always have things like that. And as you can see, I've added liquid glass both on the top layer and the layer underneath. And then you separate them with foam tape and it just gives this gorgeous, gorgeous dimension. Okay. And then honestly, you just got to get all the photos you can, right? Photo Cascade will take care of that. Because it just allows you to do more photos, right? More events, more people with less work. So super excited. This is the right page of that. Hey, Dee. And here is the left page. And again, I just wanted to point out, I know not everybody got on yesterday. This is the workshop. If you haven't tried them lately, try them. They're really fun. And I love that they're different than the scrapbook layouts, right? That they have their own little bit of a style. And this is my favorite part. It really is so different from what we've done in the past. And that multi-layer thing is just killer. And it has spots, so I liquid glass the top and the bottom. Like all of the letters are in there, liquid glass, and it just dried beautifully. So smooth and shiny. I just absolutely love it. Okay, now this is one of my other favorite pages because it's got this flippin' cute mixer on it. And I actually have, I know our grandmas didn't have a mixer like this. I don't think they did, but I have one like this in my kitchen, which I love. About how many years ago was it? 28 years ago. When we bought our oven, we got the mixer as a bonus freebie, right? So I love it. I absolutely love it. I never would have bought it for myself. It was such a fun splurge, but I absolutely love it. So this one, I used the liquid glass on wherever was supposed to be enamel, right? And it gives it that beautiful shiny look. And then look. Again, all the flip-flops, you guys. If you do nothing else but come try a workshop just to learn how to use the page, a good refresher on how to use the page flip-flops, do that. Do that. Now here is another one. It just gives me the feel of my grandma's kitchen. Whether you use these pictures for like a heritage type pages, or you could use them for recipes. This would be fun even to give as a shower gift. Right? Because it's got all these cute little kitchen icons. You could leave the memories off if you wanted to, and or just some fun pages to give a new daughter that's coming into the family or your own daughter. And this one, ready? Dun, da, da, da. Right? So fun. I love the interaction on the workshops. That's my challenge, right? To get more photos out of those pages. And I absolutely love doing it. And this is another fun opportunity to use that liquid glass just a little bit. I just used it where it was dark to create some more dimension and on that little bud. And then our last one I have upside down, but again, just little teeny touches. This one was pretty similar to the original. We're going to cut out the back a little bit, and we're going to stick some red behind it to kind of give it a shelf, give it grounded a little bit. So it's not floating in the middle of the air, because I like that it has a shelf to sit on. But other than that, it's pretty close to where we started. And then I've got these Eat, Play, Love cute cards. They have acetate or laminate on the top, and I just love the look it gives. Super, super simple. All I did was cut them with my die cut machine, emboss the paper, the white. I mean, just the easiest card, honest to goodness. And I copied 2 that are in the catalog. So it wasn't even a big stretch. I didn't even have to do a whole heck of a lot. Now, for you girls that are in my group, I lived. You saw me live this the other night, but for those that are not, this is just a super easy way to use that adorable mason jar, right? I think you could combine that mason jar with so many other stamp sets, couldn't you? Find all sorts of things to put in the jar. It doesn't have to be the words that it came with, although they're super, super cute. So fun. Okay, this is not what you came for. You came to see these. Okay, first I gotta show you this. So this is the Piggy stamp set from the National Scrapbook Day events. Okay, not to be confused with the National Scrapbook Month events because they're different. But these are the Piggy stamp sets with cute little teeny tiny words, which I adore. And then all the Piggy faces you could possibly want in the world. They're absolutely adorable. And I knew I had to use it, except I wasn't sure that I'd use it as an album. Although the album's really, really cute. And honestly, when I saw all the pages printed out, I'm not convinced yet that I won't make one for my daughter-in-law because I thought it's so, so cute. And all it really is a journal album, right? For the most part, here, I'll show you. For the most part, like I think this was layout 17 and it tells you. Some are just exactly as is. Okay, but most of them look more like this. They've got a little spot to journal, the pigs on a page. Super, super easy way to kind of describe, grandkids, mom and child relationships and just fun stuff, right? So I'm not convinced that I'm not going to do this yet, but the cards I know I will absolutely use. They're going to love these, right? And these are just so you know, it's a standard size card and all I did was cut I think it's 1.25 inches. They're 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and they would be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So whatever that difference is, math-wise, is you just cut it off with your trimmer, right? You can use a standard size envelope. I would not get a smaller envelope, to be honest, because then the post office is going to charge you more, right? But look how cute these are. I just want you to see what it came from, right? So it's not too far from where it started, but I love them. Love them. And then I realized that I didn't put gems on all of them, so we're going to fix that today. We're going to fix that because it makes such a difference. Now the ribbon comes with it. The stamp, you get it in a kit, so the paper comes with it. I didn't change out any of the papers. I left it as is. So the only part you're going to cut differently is the white. And I've got that all lined up for you too. You don't even have to worry about it. I got you covered. But isn't that fun? All the little doodling was close to my heart's idea. Truly. I mean, they did make it into cards, but they had doodling on a lot of them. And I just thought, once I started, I couldn't stop. I love him. Is he not the cutest pig you've ever seen in your life? So, so cute. And look at this one with this little top hat. You'll notice because it's cardstock, there's no pattern paper on any of these. It's purely cardstock, which is awesome, right? I texturized with embossing folders. I used what I had, you guys, and we're going to use the 2 that are current today that Close to My Heart has that you can still get. But in truth, use what you have. It really doesn't change the design, right? It just adds texture. So this one was like the little dots. I'm positive you have that one, right? Yippee, 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 yippee. So fun. I love these. They just turned out so much cuter than I thought they would have. I really didn't. And some yellow shimmer trim. The 2 things I think I added on your supply list were the yellow shimmer trim and the pink shimmer trim. So, and again, they'd be cute without it. You do not have to add that stuff. It's all optional. Hey, Dee Dee and Vicky. So glad to see you guys pop on. But the ribbon comes with, which was a nice little add-on, and the flowers come with too. So you don't have to grab either of those. They come in the kit. See, I missed putting gems on all of these. Darn it. Now let me show you the ones that we're going to do. Look at this one. Look at with the gems versus without the gems. Here, I'll show you even a red one. Isn't it so much better with? Like, I can't believe that I forgot. Cannot. And then we're going to do this one. And then I've got one more. We're going to do this one. Okay. Yay. All right. So Piggy Stamps, part of the National Scrapbook Day bundle. You can get it now. And you probably want to get that stuff pretty soon if you want to do it on the day. But again, let me know. You can pre-cut. You can pre-cut before the event, which of course we all love. I do. I know some of you guys. I know Dee, you do too. Both. Aw, you're so sweet. Now, I'm going to do all these at once because that's how my brain works. So I'm going to set the little pages aside. I want to show you. This one's embossed. This one's embossed. This one's embossed. So I'm going to pull the papers from those, right? And I would assume that's what you're going to do too. My machine will run 2 at a time. So I might as well run them all at the same time. Okay? So that way you only have to hear the machine once. And then I'll bring them back to you. But super easy. And let me just get them in here. And I just am hearing, because my machine's electric, so it's running it through while we're talking, but I just realized that one of them I was going to run through after. One of them I messed up already because I'm trying to hurry and get in my time allotment, and I messed it up, darn it. So this one's fine. This one I'm going to want to do again. So the red one's fine. And I just used the 2 that we have. One's the flower one and this one's a flurry one. I'll show you which one it is. It's this one. It's a neat, pretty intricate floral lace. There you go. It's a pretty neat one. Okay, so I'm going to need to cut that one really quick because I messed it up, you guys. Seriously, please tell me I'm not the only one that messes stuff up, because, you know, here, we'll use the Glacier, and it is Schneikes. I can't even find my paper trimmer. Where did I put it? It's hidden underneath the pages. Here, we'll use this one. 4 inches by 4. Super easy. And then we'll do, okay. All right, now this one is different. I'll show you in just a minute. Let's slow down a bit and get our pink and then our little piggy in her dress. Okay, let's start with our piggy color. We're going to use the light end of pale pink. And I'm just going to do this over here. And these are super, super easy to color. It's actually very relaxing because you're not doing a whole lot of, you know, shading or anything else, honestly. I use the intense black because that's the one that doesn't smear, right? The other ones just, honestly, have a little tiny bit of a tendency. So I just don't. I like this one the best. Super easy, right? Okay, we've got that piggy done. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put this over here and get this one done because it will be, I love them. Now, all I do is kind of go, you know, I wish I had Tina's skills in terms of coloring, and she can tell you the shading and the things. I'm not very good at it, but I do know that you start with all the lighter color and then you go back with the darker to do any shading. So I'm going to go over this really lightly, and then we'll go back over the outside to shade a little bit. Did you guys get outside today at all? It's beautiful. Oh, let's see. See, they color really fast. Now, when you guys get this bundle, I've got all the sizes of the pieces listed for you, and it only takes one sheet of white paper, which I thought was brilliant, that you could fit them all. Okay, did I get all those piggies? Now hang on, I am gonna take the medium. Because we want his little belly to be a little bit lighter, I am gonna go around the outside and just up, kind of up the sides. And then I'm just gonna outline his little nose, his snout, right? So around the circle, and then just back up the sides. And as this evaporates off, it will just get smoother and smoother, which is the part I love about these, honestly. Okay, so I think we're good for that one. We're gonna do that, and then we've got our little angel to do, and he's, let me get off the medium here, get into the light, but he is super, super cute. Love him. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I couldn't resist. I only had 2 of these set out to show you guys, and then I couldn't stand it. Now, if you just want less shading than what this one is, just use the same one twice. Just go back over those areas that you just want a little bit darker. Just do it with the same one twice. I'm noticing that that's a very subtle way to shade. Now we're gonna do his little wings in the, this is, hang on, I should show you, green turquoise. Again, this is listed in the supply list, so you don't need to remember it. You don't even have to write it down if you don't want to. Super cute, right? Oh. Okay, let me put him back where he belongs, because I'm gonna get confused. All right, no, we're not using green. Oh, we are using green for the balloons. So we will go over those. And dun da da da. Hi, Gail. How are you? And then we're going to take medium and we're just going to shade. Now, forgive me again. I am not an expert at this, but I'm just going to do the bottom, because I think Tina would tell me that the light is coming from the top. I think that's what she'd say. So there you go. And we need to do her Miss Piggy's dress. Now, when I'm checking a color, I will do this. And I did this right before I jumped on camera. And I think the lightest one matches the best, the closest. But again, you guys can decide. I haven't even played with my new, I just got a few more of the new ones, the new set. Do you believe I didn't have those yet? But so I'm going to use the light one. La 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 la. And it does, it matches really nicely. Dun, 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 dun. I like that it just gets so smooth. It makes me look like I know what I'm doing, which I love. And then if you want to, again, you can take the same one and just go down and trace. Right? You're going to trace those folds just to give them a little bit of dimension and go off the side. But you don't have to if you don't want to. It still looks really cute. Okay, now the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to use my journaling pen, and you want to use the journaling pen on purpose. It's very purposeful because it has a square tip. Regular markers have a pointy tip. This one has a square tip, and it'll give you nice, even doodling lines, okay? The more you can hold it perpendicular, the more even your line's going to be. So I'm going to try. Oh, all the kudos for doing this on camera, I'll tell you. I'm going to rest my hand on the table just to give me some stability. And I tend to pull. I was doing this really, really well the other day. Right? Like, see, that's pretty good. And then I turn, but I always go the same direction. I can only do this one direction for some reason. But I figure one direction's better than none. There you go. Because I really struggled with this before. I was like, I can't do it. Okay, hang on. We've got our pink for that card. This one, we got to stamp that still. We've got this. We've got our piggy. And then we've got this one. And this is this, and I'm missing this piece. So let me find that piece. And then here it is. This has got to be this piece. Right? Okay. So then same idea. I'm going to pull toward me. If you need to use a ruler, you can. But it honestly, just practice this. Practice using your all-purpose mat and sliding your hand on it. Because it really, unless your hand's wet or you're nervous like I am, so it's a little bit sticky, it really, it really comes out pretty nicely. You don't have to, it's not so hard that you can't do it. Just slide your hand back, and I tend to pull, so I just turn my project to make that work. Okay, so here I've got this and my piece, and sorry, I'm kind of doing these all at the same time, which for me can be a little taxing. Did I have, oh, I have one on this one too. Okay, so we're gonna start at the top, pen down, pull towards you. Okay, and then I kind of like to do them this way, so I don't draw my lines tend to go a little straighter if I'm not going around the card, if that makes sense. I've just kind of found, I think you kind of have to practice a little bit on a couple pieces maybe before you stamp them until you get a little more confident at it. But I was pretty pleased with myself. I thought that's pretty darn good with just a marker. And it needs to waver the tiniest little bit, right? You want it to do that. So, okay, we've got our, okay, here's my thing. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to put that one back. Here, that's fine. All right, let's start. Let's finish our little red one. We've got our this one and our black, and we're gonna stamp the flower. And I'm just gonna get a piece of paper as scraps so that you can see what I'm doing. I've just got a purple notepad so you can kind of get some idea of what I'm doing. Now, same idea, we're gonna random stamp it. So you're either gonna turn your project or you're gonna turn the stamp in your hand. It doesn't matter which, but you want it to stamp off, and you want those flowers to go a different direction every time, or as often as you think about it, because none of us are perfect, right? And then just look, a little niche there. Good? Super, super easy, and it's just cute. We did it on a couple of these. You do it with the heart. Okay, now we're gonna go back with our medium pink. You can try the light one too, but both of them look adorable. It really doesn't matter. But now we're just gonna color the pink on the pink. I love this look. We do it in a couple of the cards, and I love that tone on tone. It looks like a different color, but it's so much softer this way rather than just stark white. And I love the look it gives. And again, this wasn't my idea. This is close to my hearts for this workshop. They did it on the pages. I just kind of copied what they did, but I love it. So remember, they're going to teach all of this. They're going to teach that mini album at the event. So you could cut for cards and do it with them, because I think you'd be able to keep up, honestly. I don't think it would be any sort of an issue at all. All right, let me get my paper out of the way. Okay, we've got our red. I need some adhesive. Now, because the paper's embossed, I give it a little more adhesive than normal. Just because I want, it's bumpy. So I want it to really lay down nicely. Oops, come on. And then you've got, make sure it folds. Check your fold. That is an easy mistake. I've done it. I can't even tell you how many of these I peeled back off because I wasn't checking. And I thought, that's dumb. I'm going to remind them to do that because that's an easy mistake to make. Some foam tape on the white just gives it a little pop. And, oh, you guys, seriously. These are so much fun. They really, really are. Maybe because they're just easy, but maybe because they're just really, really cute. I don't know. I don't know. And then you've got these flowers, and I want to show you both actually. Oh, just pull one out, Dina. Okay, so you have these flowers, and then I wanted to show you these too because I forget about these. These you can color with your markers. Now, mind you, we're starting with white, so it's going to be a lighter color. It's going to be a pretty muted color, actually. But you can, just so you know, you can, right? And then I also forgot to do these on my samples, but we're going to use them for this. I use my pokey tool. You can use whatever you want. Now look, you could use the coral, you could use the pink, whatever you want. Because we're doing 3, I'm going to start in the middle and put one out on the right and one on the left side. Ta-da! And now, because I forgot to do it on the other ones, we're going to do it's like diamonds. We're going to do the diamonds in the middle. Wouldn't that be fun? They look like diamonds, just saying. Oh, get off of there. Okay, yay! Here's our one. Okay, let's keep going. Now we've got let's do this one. Our little piggy card. Where is the white for it? Here it is. Okay, now we've got this is actually, I thought it was glacier, but it's mint, which is fine. Again, they provide all the paper that you need. You do not have to provide the paper, which is really, really nice. Okay, make sure you're, again, and here is our little lagoon. And again, there's a lot of choices with this kit. You can go dark side up, dark side down. It doesn't really matter. But foam tape, you know me and foam tape, our relationship, we're tight. So, if you ask me, do you need to use foam tape? I'm always going to say yes. Da, 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 da. Love it. And then this one, honestly, this is one of those cards too. You really could do different colors. They put red on it, so I put red on it, right? And you end up with quite a few of these left over. You get a whole package, which is nice that you don't have to. It's fun. I think I honestly forgot about them because they're in the core book, right? And we pay more attention to the seasonal. Yee! Love them. Now I have extra. And then here's our last one. Now this one, I want to show you the original. I took this and glued it together first and then ran the whole thing through the embossing folder. You can do that again. I'm going to do it with just the separate piece, but I wanted to show you what I did, okay? Truth be told, right? Truth be told. So I'm going to put this on. Oh, come on. Why are these a little off? Oh, well. We're going to do it anyway, people. Okay, now these, you're going to take, it's going to go light, medium, light, dark, right? Light, dark side of the cardstock, and then this last one's going to go right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take each one. I would line them up in order first, then pick them up and tear the edges, because it's easy, because you want the white side up. You want the white side to show. Okay, so that, and then this is the dark side of the mint. Don't worry if the tearing's not perfect. Your eye's really not going to be drawn to it. It's really not a big deal. But once you start a tear, you want to keep going in that same direction. If you change directions sometimes without realizing it, the white will be on the other side. It's just easier to do. Now watch, I'm going to glue this one to the top of this piece. They made it really nicely. They really thought it through. And then I'm going to do this top one because it's going to go, hang on. That is, I want it to be different. So yes, I want adhesive on the dark side. going to flip it since I have to line things up close to my eyeballs. Okay, and then we've got this one, white side up. Okay, there. Okay, so now I've got this cute piece, and you really could choose. You could leave it like that and not emboss it, or you can emboss it. I'm going to run it through really quick because I like that look, and maybe what I'll do is use a different folder. Maybe that would be a fun little addition, would be to use something different. But it doesn't, and you can run all those layers, you can run them together. It doesn't make a bit of difference. And in the meantime, we will get our, here it is, our foam tape on it. Did we already do our lines? We did. We did do our lines. And here, I used the lace one, just a little bit different. Again, isn't that the coolest thing that it does? It kind of embosses them all together. So then again, you're going to want to use a little more adhesive because simply they're wavy. Okay, make sure I did it the right way. I did. Aren't they just adorable? Oh, love them. Okay, am I missing anything? No. And we've got our little angel piggy. Most of the cards are all centered in the middle, so it makes them really easy to put together. And then we've got a pink flower. We will put that over here. And then a little diamond, because we can. Okay, and then you've just got a little scrap of pink, and I use the pink shimmer trim on it. And this is how I do this. I wanted to do it in front of you so you could see what I do. All I do is if you can't see through this enough, snip it in the middle, right where you want your chevron. And then I flip it over because I can see a little bit better in the back. Okay, and then I pull those out. Sorry, I missed one. So you can do it completely on the back. It doesn't matter, but just cut to the middle. There you go, right? So now we've got a piece like this, and it's so much easier to just cut it, right? And now I've got my two little chevrons, my pieces. So I am, again, going to use just the tiniest bit of foam tape because it's easier, truly. It just sticks nicer, especially on the embossed paper. So I'm going to do this. And actually, I'm going to stick them. Hang on, I'll bring it up. I'm going to stick them together. I'm going to stick those two together and hold it with the foam tape. And that'll be so much easier to stick down. Right? Dun, da, da, da. Okay, I hope you love the Piggies as much as I do. The list is the list is posted if you like them that much. But look how fun they are. How could you not love these? We just don't, I guess I get so excited. We don't have these often. And I love that they kind of did it out of cardstock since we all bought a whole bunch of cardstock last month. Right? The cardstock sale. Because I have lots of these and I could recreate these all day long, right? Little cute piggy cards. So thanks, girls, for checking in. Have a great Palooza and we'll talk again soon. Bye.